Hello there, my grade 6 learners, and good morning. Are you ready for another day of fun and learning? I'm Mary Faith D. Insigne, your mathematics teacher buddy for today. And welcome to another session here in Valenzuela Live Mathematics 6. As we continue our live streaming session, we are now on the 5th week of the 3rd quarter. Before we start, for having a smooth discussion, please follow our norms. First, may I remind you everyone to be polite and be respectful at all times. Don't use foul words or unnecessary stickers or comments not related to what is being delivered by the teacher. Second, as your attendance, kindly type in your complete name, grade and section, subject, teacher, and school where you currently enrolled. Then, kindly type in your answers or questions in our comment box. Lastly, make sure you have your pen, notebook, and self-learning module ready because hand in hand, we will explore the math adventures and fun activities for this session. So, let's begin. Here's the objective of our topic based on the most essential learning competencies. In this session, you will be able to calculate speed, distance, and time, and solve problems involving average rate and speed. Alright, here's an interesting game. The mechanics of this game is same with 4 picks, 1 word. So 4 pictures are shown to you and you have to guess the word based on the 4 pictures that have something in common. So let's see if you can answer it all. Then write down your answer in our comment box. But before that, kindly tap the heart react if you are ready. Alright, let's begin. Let's have our first clue. Look at the 4 pictures. What do they have something in common? And here's the random letters. Can you guess what it is? Very good. The word is speed. The second clue. Can you answer what word can you form based on the 4 pictures you see? That's great. The answer is distance. Third clue. Here's the 4 pictures. Alright, what's the word? Great job. The word is time. The 4th clue. Can you answer what word can you form based on the 4 pictures you see? Very good. The answer is average. Next, another 4 pictures. What do they have something in common? You got the correct word. It's divide. Lastly, look at the 4 pictures. And here's the random letters. What do they have something in common? Amazing job! The correct word is multiply. Did you enjoy and answer all the puzzles from our Guess the Word game? Wow! Excellent job, grade 6 learners, and congratulations! All the hidden words revealed in our previous game will be discussed in our topic, which is the speed, distance, and time. Let's have our first problem. Miggy took a 5-hour bicycle trip. In all, he traveled 60 kilometers. What was his average speed? Now, what is the average speed? Average speed is a measure of the distance or total distance traveled in a given period of time. It is sometimes referred to as the ratio of the distance and time, while the speed is a scalar quantity that refers to how fast an object is moving. These are the units measurement commonly used in the speed and their abbreviations. So we have the miles per hour, kilometers per hour, meters per second, feet per second, centimeters per second. There's an instrument that indicates the speed of the vehicle, and that is the speedometer or speed meter. It is usually combined with a device known as the odometer that records the distance traveled. Now, how to calculate speed? You can work this out or arrange the formula by using this formula triangle. It is an easy way to remember the formula. As distance at the top of the triangle and speed and time are at the bottom of the triangle. If you cover the speed, we found out that the distance over time or speed equals distance divided by time, or S equals D divided by T. Now, let's go back with our problem. We are going to find the average speed with 60 kilometers as a total distance traveled, and the time is 5 hours. Let's write down the given first. So we have the time is 5 hours, the distance is 60 kilometers, and the speed is unknown. We use the speed formula. Simply divide the distance by the time. Now, let us solve. The distance is 60 kilometers, while the time is 5 hours. We have to divide 60 and 5, and we will get 12. Then, the unit measure is kilometers per hour. Therefore, Miggy's average speed is 12 kilometers per hour. In this example, can we say that the speed of the bicycle is constant throughout the distance? Or we say that the bicycle is covering 12 kilometers every hour throughout the distance? No, that's not what we're implying, because maybe the bike is moving at the fast speed initially and then slows down in the middle and then speeds up again. So, this speed does not imply that the speed is constant at 12 kilometers per hour throughout the distance. That's the concept of average speed. For the second problem, this family had a vacation in Baguio. His father drove their family van from Malolos to Baguio at an average speed of 60 kilometers per hour for a total of 4 hours. How far did they travel? Here we are asked, how far did they travel from Malolos up to Baguio City? Which means we need to look for the distance. But what is distance? Distance is the total length between two positions. The common units of measurement for distance are miles, kilometers, meters, feet, and centimeters. Now, to solve for the distance, we can use this formula triangle. In the triangle, if we cover the distance, the speed and time form the base. To work it out, you need to multiply the speed with the time. Or, distance equals speed times time. Now, let's go back again and solve our problem. Let's identify first the given. So, what is the speed in our problem? Correct. We have 60 kilometers per hour. How about the time? Good job. We have 4 hours. And the distance is unknown. To solve the distance, we need to multiply the speed and time. Next, let us solve. The speed is 60 kilometers per hour, while the time is 4 hours. we have to multiply 60 and 4. And what is the answer? Great job. It's 240. Now, what could be our unit of measurement? Here, we can already cancel the units of time, which is hour. Since hour divided by hour equals 1, so we can simply cancel out this unit, and then the unit measure now is kilometers. Therefore, this family traveled 240 kilometers. For our last problem, Lisa must travel a total of 351 miles. She travels the first 216 miles in 4 hours. First, we are going to calculate her average speed for the first part of the journey, and then calculate the total time in minutes she traveled to complete the whole journey. Now, we need to calculate her average speed for the first part of the journey. But let's identify the given. So, the distance in this problem is correct. We have 216 miles. How about the time? Great job. We have 4 hours. And the speed is unknown also. To solve this speed, we need to divide the distance by the time. So the distance in this problem is 216 miles. And the time is 4 hours. We must divide 216 and 4. And what is the answer? Very good. It's 54. Then the unit measure is miles per hour. Therefore, her average speed for the first part of the journey is 54 miles per hour. Next, we need to calculate the total time in minutes she traveled the whole journey. This, we are looking for the time. But what is time? Time is quantity measured or measurable period during which an action, process, or condition exists or continues. These are the common units used in the time. So we have the hour, minute, and second. Now, to solve for the time, we can also use the formula triangle. In order to work out the time that the journey took, you will need to know the speed of the journey and the distance that was traveled. In the triangle, if we cover the time, we should divide the distance and speed. Or, time equals distance divided by speed. Now, let's go back and solve the second question in our problem. This time, we're going to find the time. Again, the total distance is 351 miles. The speed is 54 miles per hour. And we are going to find the time. We use the time formula, or time equals distance divided by speed. Next, let us solve. The distance is 351 miles, while the speed is 54 miles per hour. We must divide 351 and 54. What is the quotient? Very good. It's 6.5 or 6 and 5/10. Then cancel out the unit measurement, which is miles. So our unit measurement is hours. But this is not the final answer yet. We need to convert hour to minutes. To convert an hour measurement to a minute measurement, multiply the time by the conversion ratio, or 1 hour equals 60 minutes. Since 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, here's how to set up the conversion. So we have the 6.5 hours multiplied by 60 minutes in 1 hour. We set up this in such a way that the unit hour cancel. Now, multiply 6 and 5/10 by 60, which give us 390. Since we already canceled the unit of measure, which is hour, what will be the final answer now? Very good. So we have 390 minutes. Therefore, it takes 390 minutes to complete her journey. Now, do you understand how to solve the speed, distance, and time? Excellent job, grade 6 learners. But let's have more exercises to familiarize on how to calculate the speed, distance, and time by completing this table. In the first example, find the distance when the speed is 20 kilometers per hour and the time is 3 hours. So we are looking for the distance. Again, how do we solve the distance? Great! To solve the distance, we need to multiply speed and time. Now, let us solve. The speed is 20 kilometers per hour while the time is 3 hours. We have to multiply 20 and 3. And what is the answer? Very good. It's 60. So, now, what could be our unit of measurement? Yes. Here we can already cancel the hour unit since hour divided by hour equals to 1. So we can simply cancel this out and then the unit measurement is kilometers. Therefore, the final answer is 60 kilometers. Next, the second row, find the speed when the distance is 90 miles and the time is 2.5 hours. This time, we are looking for the speed. Again, how do we solve this speed? Good job. To calculate speed, you need to divide the distance by the time. Let us solve now. The distance is 90 miles while the time is 2.5 hours or equivalent to 2.5 hours in decimal. We have to divide 90 and 2 and 5/10. So what will be the answer? Very good. It's 36. Then the unit measure is miles per hour. Therefore, the final answer is 36 miles per hour. For the third row, find the time when the speed is 65 kilometers per hour and the distance is 390 kilometers. We are going to find the time. But how do we calculate the time? Very good. Just simply divide the distance and speed. So now we are going to divide 390 and 65. Very good. So the answer is 6. And we cancel the same units. So the final answer now is 6 hours. I'm sure you are ready to answer our last activity. Here's the directions. Answer the following problems by choosing the correct letter. Then type your answer in our comment box. Are you ready? I'll give you 30 seconds to answer each problem. The first problem is, a tricycle driver has a constant speed of 50 kilometers per hour. How far can it travel to 2 hours? The choices are letter A, 50 kilometers. Letter B, 100 kilometers. Letter C, 150 kilometers. And letter D, 200 kilometers. Your 30 seconds, timer starts now. Time's up. The correct answer is Letter B, 100 kilometers. Next, second problem. How long does it take to drive 260 miles at a speed of 65 miles per hour? The choices are letter A, 3 hours, letter B, 4 hours, letter C, 5 hours, and letter D, 6 hours. Your 30 seconds timer starts now. Alright, time's up. If your answer is letter B, you got the correct answer. Next, third problem. Jimin can run the 100-meter dash in 10 seconds. How fast can he run? The choices are letter A, 16 meters per second, letter B, 14 meters per second, letter C, 12 meters per second, and letter D, 10 meters per second. Your 30 seconds timer starts now. Time's up. What is your answer? Letter D is the right answer. Next, for the fourth problem. A boy walks 8 kilometers in 2 hours. Calculate his speed. The choices are letter A, 2 kilometers per hour. Letter B, 4 kilometers per hour. Letter C, 6 kilometers per hour, and letter D, 8 kilometers per hour. Your 30 seconds timer starts now. Alright, time's up. What is the answer? Great job! The answer is letter B, 4 kilometers per hour. Next, for the last problem, we have Mike drives his car at a speed of 70 kilometers per hour. What is the distance can he cover in 3 hours and 30 minutes? These are the choices. Letter A, 230 kilometers. Letter B, 235 kilometers. Letter C, 240 kilometers. And letter D, 245 kilometers. Your 30 seconds timer starts now. Alright, time's up. What is your answer? Very good. It's letter B, 245 kilometers. Math amazing job, Mathletes! And thank you for responding to our activity. Now, let's remember the following. Number 1. Speed is a scalar quantity that refers to how fast an object is moving. Second, distance is the total length between two positions. And time is the quantity measured or measurable period during which an action, process, or condition exists or continues. And don't forget the formula triangle to remember the formula in speed, distance, and time. So the formula in distance, we have speed times time. The formula of speed, we have distance divided by time. And to calculate the time, we must divide distance and speed. So your participation throughout the session just proves that you are now ready to answer all the activities on your self-learning module. For additional concerns and clarifications, your mathematics teacher would accommodate you on your follow-up discussion. And that ends our session for today. Good job, grade 6 learners, for participating and listening to our discussion. I hope you have a math amazing time with me today. Once again, I'm Teacher Faith from Roberta De Jesus Elementary School. See you in the next session. Goodbye!